What is up, everybody? I am your host, the Hakmati ANC, and you're checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm giving you your WWE Monday Night Raw recap from July 3rd, 2023, live in Baltimore, Maryland. We are in the month of July now. Summer of 2023 is starting, and we're on the road to SummerSlam. We just finished Money in the Bank, and SummerSlam is August 5th, right around the corner. And we start out Monday Night Raw with the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. Seth comes down and says, "How sweet was Money in the Bank?" Jay handing Roman Reigns his first pinfall defeat in 3 years. New Miss Money in the Bank Io Sky. New Senior Money in the Bank Damian Priest. And by the skin of my teeth, I beat Finn Balor and am still world champion. A little birdie told me at SummerSlam is only 5 weeks away. Cody Rhodes then comes out. Cody says so, and then Brock Lesnar's music hits, and the Beast comes out. Cody Rhodes runs down at Brock, and the two brawl on the ramp. Seth leaves the ring. Cody hits Brock with a Cody cutter, and Brock walks off. Finally, Brock Lesnar comes back after weeks of anger and anguish. Cody Rhodes was able to defeat Brock Lesnar at Night of Champions. Now he's back, and I think we're going to see these two clash at SummerSlam, but nothing has been made official yet. Cody Rhodes getting the last laugh on Brock Lesnar. Seth Rollins is back in the ring when we come back from Raw. Says, "Back to my business. I'm looking forward to see who is next in line." And then the Judgment Day come out without Finn Balor. And Rhea Ripley says, "Seth, we all know everyone is here to see the Judgment Day take over." Seth says, "You didn't even have everyone in your own group. Where's Finny Finn Finn?" Rhea says, "Whatever he's up to is none of your concern." Damian Priest says, "Don't concern yourself with Judgment Day business. You need to concern yourself with this." And he holds up the briefcase. Damian says, "If I decide to cash in, I go from being senior Money in the Bank to champion." Seth says, "To cash that in, you have to have the champion beaten. But I plan on partying all this night on the streets of Baltimore." And Damian Priest says, "Aren't you the guy who loves a good fight?" Rhea says, "I'm already defending my title, but Dom is ready." Dominik says, "Seth." And then Dominik whispers in Rhea's ear. And Rhea says, "Dirty Dom says he wants Seth Rollins tonight." Seth says, "This sounds like a poor attempt at a trap, but I love to slap that mustache off of his face. I'll see you punks later." So tonight we have Seth Rollins taking on Dominik Mysterio one-on-one. Next, we have Senior Money in the Bank Damian Priest with Rhea Ripley and Dominik Mysterio taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. And after a great match between these two, Damian gets the win after a hard clothesline and south the heaven to Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Money in the Bank looking great after his big Money in the Bank win. Ronda Rousey then comes out and she's upset after Shayna Baszler turned on her at Money in the Bank. Shayna Baszler comes out immediately and Shayna says, "I'm confident when I speak for everyone. When I say I have to hear you try, I hate to have to hear you try to talk on the mic." Ronda says, "After 10 years, you owe me an explanation." Shayna says, "I owe you. You're narcissistic. I'm the only reason you're in a WWE ring. I the only apology I owe is to these people for bringing you here into WWE. I didn't see you at my tryout setting up ranks. Unlike you, I paid my dues. You waltzed your way into WrestleMania. I love this, and you ruined it for me. I owe you the reality that there is someone here that can't shut you up." Ronda Rousey then kicks Shayna Baszler off the apron. Shayna locks in an ankle lock, and they are separated by guards. Shayna nails a hard knee to Ronda. She leaves, and Ronda screams, "Get back here. We're not done." I'm excited to see Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler go at it. Would love to see that at SummerSlam. These two are UFC and MMA straight ballers, so I'd love to see these former friends go at it. We then have the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, come out. And we have a tag team turmoil match, which we see Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville defeat teams like Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. And Nikki Cross has a weird situation going on there. We see Dana Brooke and Tegan Knox get defeated. We see Kaden Carter and Katana Chance and Emma and Nikki Cross all get defeated by Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. And Chelsea Deville and Sonya Green are the team that are the number one contenders to take on Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. I think that of all the teams that were put in this turmoil, aside from Kaden and Carter, Deville and Green are the best team to go. So I think those two were the best team. Next, we have the man, Becky Lynch. She comes out, and Becky says, I cannot move on from that thorn in my side. That is Trish Stratus. I want to end this right here and now. Come on out and fight. Trish and Zoe Stark come out, and Trish has a mask protector. Trish says, you broke my face, and I'm not medically clear. Becky says, why don't you send your lapdog Zoe down here? Trish says, you sure you want that? Becky says, she's better than your broke ass. Trish says, no one is better than me. I am the greatest of all time. And Becky says, if you think that you couldn't beat me on your own. So he says, hit me with the Zoe Starks hit me with the Z60, C360, and you got the pin. It seems like you're not the greatest. I am. We all know you're not sticking around. What's going to happen is Zoe Stark. You're going to bring her to Canada. Why are you still here if you don't want to fight me? Trish says, I am the face of the division. You hate it when people would come up to us and say, thank you, Trish. Now Zoe is going to break your face. I have this appointment I have to take care of. We're going to leave Baltimore. Check your calendar open next week for Zoe Stark. So Trish Stratus announcing Zoe Stark versus Becky Lynch next week on Raw. Becky making a good point, Trish. If you're not here to fight me, why are you here? We're definitely going to get Trish and Becky at SummerSlam, I'm hoping. Cody comes out next, and Cody Rhodes says, I said after Night Champions I would be waiting on Brock Lesnar. We are not done yet. Brock Lesnar broke my arm. I busted his face. We cannot coexist on Raw. I'll fight him any night, and I'll fight him every night. Strong words there from Cody Rhodes to Brock Lesnar. We then see Maxine Dupree and Alpha Academy defeat Valhalla and the Viking Raiders after Maxine rose up Valhalla. Maxine looking great, and this team formation of Maxine and Alpha Academy is really, really good. We then see Ricochet backstage, and Ricochet says a lot of people thought Logan Paul didn't belong in WWE. It wasn't Logan's night at Money in the Bank, but I'd like to issue you a challenge, Logan. You meet me next week in the ring face to face. So it looks like we're going to get Ricochet and Logan Paul at SummerSlam. This match has been teased since the Royal Rumble. This next match was the match of the night, that WWE World Women's Championship on the line. The World Women's Champion Rhea Ripley defeating Natalya, and not an easy match like she had the past couple of weeks. Natalya actually gave her a great match, and glad that WWE let Natalya prove herself and show that she actually can still go as a hell of a match. But Rhea got the win after a headbutt and the riptide and a 3 count. After Rhea attacks Natalya, until the women's tag team champions Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez run down and make the save. Raquel stares down the World Women's Champion Rhea Ripley. We get a promo for Tommaso Ciampa, and Ciampa says Miz is a guy who accomplished a lot, but he's had a loss after loss. Then nonetheless, the aggression is back. Bring that same energy, Miz. You showed me your cards, but you have no idea what's in my hand. That's Tommaso Ciampa has for the Miz. The Miz says, the last person that called me a coward is gone. I'm feeling better than before. I want a no DQ match next week on Raw. You will be getting the best version of me. You will put respect on my name. So that's great. We're going to see The Miz and Tommaso Ciampa next week. We then see Matt Riddle defeat Giovanni Vinci with Imperium after a high knee, and Riddle rolls up Vinci afterwards. Imperium attack Riddle until Drew McIntyre comes out again like he did at Money in the Bank. He takes out everyone. He nails the Claymore to Vinci, and he stares down Intercontinental Champion Gunther. Excited to see what's going to happen there. We then get our main event. WWE World Champion Seth Rollins taking on Dominik Mysterio with the Judgment Day. Seth gets the win by DQ after Damian Priest nails him with the South of Heaven. Priest tosses Rollins into the steps and railing. Rollins hits Damian Priest with a super kick, but Dominik hits Seth with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Dominik tells Damian Priest to cash it in, and Damian Priest, he's about to cash in, but Finn Balor attacks Seth Rollins. Priest asks him what he's doing. They argue. While this is going on, Seth Rollins nails Dominik with a pedigree on the floor and walks off. Finn, Damian Priest brawl and say, if it wasn't for you, I would be champion. And we are officially seeing the end, the crumble of the Judgment Day as we know it. It looks like Damian Priest and Finn Balor are at odds over who should be the world champion. I'm excited to see what's next. SummerSlam is only a couple of weeks away, August 5th, live in Detroit, Michigan. If you liked what you heard, make sure you give us a like and a follow. Hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell on YouTube. And subscribe wherever podcasts are created, including places like Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, and much more. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe and stay uncensored.